Welcome back to our channel, Explained, where we discuss one interesting topic a day. In today's video we will talk about Vasco da Gama, the Portuguese explorer who is best known for his pioneering voyage to India in 1497 to 1498. Vasco da Gama's journey opened up a new era of exploration, trade, and cultural exchange between the East and the West. In this video, we will dive deeper into the life and achievements of Vasco da Gama and explore how his voyage changed the course of history. Before we start, please like and subscribe to my channel. Let me know if you think Marco Polo, Ibn Battuta, and Vasco da Gama could be good travel buddies in the comment section below. First, let's talk about his early life and background. Vasco da Gama was born in 1469 in Sines, a small town in the Alentejo region of Portugal. He came from a noble family of explorers and sailors, and his father, Estevão da Gama, was a well-known navigator who had sailed to Africa and India. Vasco was trained in navigation and seamanship from a young age, and he showed great skill and determination in his early years. In 1488, Vasco da Gama's brother Paulo led an expedition to India, but he died on the journey. This tragedy may have fueled Vasco's desire to complete his brother's mission and find a sea route to India. First voyage to India. In 1497, Vasco da Gama was commissioned by King Manuel I of Portugal to lead an expedition to India. The main goal of the expedition was to find a sea route to India, which was then the center of the spice trade, and establish a direct trade link between Portugal and India. Vasco da Gama set sail from Lisbon with 4 ships: the São Gabriel, the São Rafael, the Berrio, and a 4th ship whose name is unknown. The ships were equipped with the latest navigational instruments and weaponry, and the crew included experienced sailors and navigators. The journey was long and treacherous, with many challenges and obstacles. The ships encountered storms, rough seas, and disease. At one point, the Berrio was separated from the other ships, and it was feared lost. However, Vasco da Gama managed to reunite the fleet and continue the journey. After several months at sea, Vasco da Gama and his crew finally reached Calicut, India in May 1498. They were greeted with curiosity and suspicion by the local people, who had never seen Europeans before. Vasco da Gama presented gifts to the local ruler, the Zamorin, and tried to negotiate a trade deal. However, the negotiations were unsuccessful, and the Portuguese were forced to leave Calicut without any significant trade agreements. Despite the setbacks, Vasco da Gama's voyage to India was a major achievement in the history of exploration. It opened up a new era of trade and commerce between Europe and the East, and established Portugal as a major player in the global economy. The voyage also had significant political and cultural implications, as it led to the spread of Christianity in India and the establishment of Portuguese colonies and trading posts in the region. Later years and legacy. After his first voyage to India, Vasco da Gama made 2 more trips to the east. In 1502, he led a naval expedition to India that resulted in the destruction of several Arab and Indian ships, and the establishment of Portuguese dominance in the Indian Ocean. In 1524, he was appointed as the governor of Portuguese India, but he died soon after in Cochin, India, in 1524. Vasco da Gama's legacy is immense. He is remembered as one of the greatest explorers in history, and his voyage to India paved the way for the age of exploration and the expansion of European influence around the world. He also left a lasting mark on the geography and culture of India, as Portuguese colonies and trading posts in the region led to the fusion of Indian and Portuguese cultures and the introduction of new foods, spices, and customs. Vasco da Gama's achievements were not without controversy, however. His brutal tactics in dealing with local traders and rulers, as well as his role in promoting the slave trade, have been criticized by some historians. Nonetheless, his impact on world history cannot be denied. Fun facts. Number 1. Vasco da Gama's flagship, the São Gabriel, was only about 27 meters long, which is about the length of a basketball court. Number 2. During his first voyage to India, Vasco da Gama's crew suffered from scurvy, a disease caused by vitamin C deficiency. They were saved by drinking a concoction of lime juice, which is now known as limeade. Number 3. Vasco da Gama's voyage to India inspired other European explorers, such as Christopher Columbus and Ferdinand Magellan, to seek new trade routes and explore new lands. In conclusion, Vasco da Gama was a trailblazing explorer who helped to shape the course of world history. His voyage to India was a remarkable achievement that opened up a new era of exploration, trade, and cultural exchange between Europe and Asia. While his legacy is not without controversy, his impact on the world cannot be denied. We hope you enjoyed learning about Vasco da Gama, and thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting content.